think. Oh no! Aggravated. What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another beautiful day. Happy Friday, another long work week gone. It is beautiful outside. I figured we'd go for a little cruise, maybe fish a little bit, sandbar hop. I just want to have a good Friday and I want to bring you guys along with me. I'll check in with you guys when we get out of the no wake zone. I just stopped right here at this power line spot. It's usually pretty good fishing, but I can never fish it because the current is always just ripping too hard for it to be a casual thing. But today the water is beautiful. So I'm gonna cruise over here, pin us down with the spot lock, maybe toss a shrimp in the water or two. I'm not gonna spend too much time over here, but I just can't pass it up with the water this calm right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bubba, that Jack's Beach bait and tackle over by this boat ramp, handing out some jumbo shrimp compared to the stuff we've been using. Dude, look at that honker. Yes, sir. I forgot my chest mount, so today's gonna be interesting as far as all the fishing stuff. Might toss this around a little bit as well, just to kill time, but I would love to hear that line scream over there. Big old chunky shrimp. Something big might grab it. Let's take this one out also. I've been enjoying tossing a bait caster these days. Nice and therapeutic. Dang, yeah. Crab keeps nibbing my shrimp, son. Let's cruise this grass line. The way the water moves along this grass line, it's one of those spots that you can fish without a trolling motor, because for some reason the current just kind of keeps you up against the grass line and keeps you moving along at a good speed. I don't even have the trolling motor on right now, but I caught the second biggest redfish of my days doing this. I had a Pathfinder 17T, no trolling motor at the time. Took the old lady out on a sunset cruise. I figured, why not cast a line? Just turn the motor off, let Mother Nature lead me in the right direction, put me right on a giant, dude. Right on a giant. I think I ended up putting a Minn Kota 55 on that Pathfinder 17T, and it was money. Man, I missed that Pathfinder. Pathfinder is one of my favorite boat brands. I've had a few of them in my day. some 2200s, 17Ts. I don't know, it might be the marketing, it might be the logo, I don't really know why. I love the boat, especially the older, like early 2000s, 2200s. As far as here in Jacksonville, I don't really know of a better boat. You can get pretty skinny still, but also it's just a nice cruiser boat, a nice contender wherever you want to fish. I never had any problems going offshore, inshore, fishing the flats. Not anything too shallow. It is a big bay boat, but I got pretty skinny. I got in some creeks, son. But yeah, if I was going to keep a boat, at least right now, I'd keep a Pathfinder 2200, probably a 2007 or something, tournament edition. It's just the best. Yeah, see, I still haven't had the trolling motor on this whole entire time. Just spooked a couple trout right over here. One thing, partner, I did not anticipate this video being any type of backwater fishing vibe or anything like that, but I figure on the way to the sandbar, the water's looking this good back here, might as well get a couple casts under our belt. It's not like we have anywhere to be. Beautiful day. Two times in my life I have been reeling in, get a little too close to that trolling motor. 2 times this has happened. And I won't be paying attention. My line will just start to zip. I'll think I have the biggest fish in the backwaters. And nope, it is just locked up in the trolling motor propeller. It's happened to me multiple times. But never again. If you're curious how hot it is out here, it is hot enough for my phone screen to dim a little bit, but not quite hot enough to shut it down or to overheat it. I'm seeing some bait move back here, especially, come on, son, let me put one right on your head, brother. How's that sound? A little early dinner for your boy? Come on. I dropped one right on his head. I don't know what to tell you, it might be too hot for him. I like to think that they know the winter's coming, so they're even when they're not hungry, they're still gonna eat a little bit just to get ready for the cold days. That's what I like to think. That's why I'm still a little optimistic back here. But I mean, things are looking good. Got an outgoing tide. Water's not too rough. We'll see if we can get on them or not. Skinny waters now, son. Back deep in the estuaries, showing what this big old bathtub can do. Midday on a Friday, tell you if I was a big old fish, this is where I'd be hanging out. Let's cruise through this little passage right over here. How about that? It's actually pretty deep, a couple feet right here. I'm right up on them. Let me see. Let me find out. Come on. Man, a bait caster on a Friday afternoon. Back deep in the estuary. Life ain't all that bad. You going through the grass a little bit on the back end. Forgot how giant this boat was. We're in 2 different time zones right now. Me and the outboard. All the homies down south, don't take sight casting for granted. Sight fishing, you come up here to Jacksonville, hang out in this sweet tea, black coffee, half chocolate milk water. Ain't no such thing as a sight cast. This is all just spraying and praying. In my mind, I'm just like, well, shoot, look like there'd be a fish over there, huh? Cast and hope for the best. Because I was about to ask, how many times do you guys catch a fish on a cast where you thought there'd be a fish? But then I realized that's not how all fishing is, because a lot of people have the luxury of sight fishing. So it's kind of a niche thing to these murky waters in Jacksonville, where you just have to think. You just have to think. Yeah, I think there might be a fish over there. Maybe not. Maybe, who knows? Sure would be nice. Pathfinder 2500 in that seafoam green. V6 300 Yami on the back. Yowzes. Power pole move, trolling motor up front. Big old Simrad on that dash. Sheesh. Good looking boat right there, son. That's what I'm saying. Pathfinders are just cool. Just to see if we can get that monkey off our back, I'm gonna toss this chunky piece of shrimp under this dock just to see. I was starting to lose faith in the swim bait. We're gonna see. Leave it here for a minute or two. Oh. Something. Told you, brother. Get the monkey off our back. Our least favorite homies. Ah! They'll eat anything though. They were eating popcorn shrimp the other day. Hang out right there for a second. I'll get you. I'll get you taken care of. Not a bad cat, I guess. If you're looking for cats, pretty easy to find around here. Toss the shrimp in the water. Come on, man. Get out of here. Freedom is that way. Guess we'll get the monkey off our back a little bit. Tell you what, I can put you on some dinky cats, I guess. I can tell you one thing, it felt nice to have something tug the line. It was nice back here. Looks like we're about to have some rain as well. Maybe we'll have a bite turn on, but let's go hang out at the sandbar for a little bit. Just chill and enjoy a Friday afternoon together. Just the homies on some sand, talking boats and whatnot. Yes, sir. Aside from the fishing aspect of these videos and just the chilling with the homies, tossing lines, whatever, I really like to showcase what this boat can do. You can kind of do everything. We got really skinny back there, so it's not like you're limited to anything on the Big Jones, brother. It is a skiff at the end of the day. But gorgeous day on the water. Just having a blast in the bathtub. I have reached a fork in the road. I'm gonna go left. You can probably go either way. I don't want any super skinny water to sneak up on us, oyster beds or something. We got a lot of water back here though, so I think we'll be all right. Tilt that motor up. It should shoot us out right next to the sandbar, honestly. This was just in the middle of the fork. I went left. I guess you could go either way. These backwaters are nice though. I usually do good back here, snag some reds. Not lately though. Fishing has been off for your boy. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on it. Trying to film it. That's what I'm saying. I used to catch a lot of fish. And then the first day that I tried to film myself catching a fish, no such luck. Really haven't caught, I think I caught one jack at the jetties that was decent ever since I've been filming. It wasn't even decent in the aspect of jacks. I don't know. Just went up to the Yeti, grabbed the vitamin water, zero sugar, strawberry lemonade. This one's for Shine. A little self-care vitamin water out here on the intercoastal. What does this one provide? Biotin, vitamin A to help support hair and skin health. All right, all right. Not mad about that. A little self-care out here on a Friday. Cheers to that. I just took a sip of that vitamin water. My face literally went. I don't even know what it tastes like. It definitely doesn't taste like strawberry lemonade. It tastes like sour apple something. Maybe sit in the cooler a little bit too long, but it's not about the taste. It's about what it does for my hair and skin. The torque. Yeah, buddy. Land ahoy. I feel like if I was some type of pirate or something, this really would be my land. It's the only land around here I feel as if I've taken ownership of. This little spot right here, this little stretch of sand, that's my land. Left our mark here, nonetheless. Oh no! That's what that rub rail's for, son. That's what it's for. Now we really left our mark. How you doing? Oh, dude, not even a scratch on the Jonesy. Sorry about that. Let's get you over here. Before I get too comfy hanging out over here, I want to film the video I filmed the last time we were at the sandbar, I think. I mean, that'd be crazy if that was the last time, when I dropped the microphone thing, receiver in the water. Just double checking, no damage. I just want to cruise around and be able to talk to you guys like out there. But it was kind of just a lonely cruise last time. All right. Hopefully I don't crash back into you guys. Whoa. It's a good sounding motor either way. All right, I'm gonna try to see how fast this thing can go. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see me. I'm gonna get a running start from way over here. I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. I'm gonna talk you through this. I'm flipping a Yui over here, and then I'm gonna try and blast back in front of you guys. Try and build up some speed, see what we can do. I just wanna see the flyby. That's all I want. I just wanna see the flyby. Maybe like 3/4 throttle or something. It is shallow over here. All right, I'm picking up steam. Here we go. I'm coming. I'm coming. Here I go. All right, I'm slowing down. Back. I honestly got too scared to go more than half throttle. I'll keep it real. I got a little spooked because of how shallow it is. Well, right in front of the sandbar, there's a nice ledge, but up here, I think there's a point that comes out. I really didn't want to risk it and run right into it. I already ran into my favorite palm tree on the block, but I want to look at that video and see how we looked back there. Crash landing. Yeah. I love this boat, man. Oh, it's such a good time every time I'm on the boat. That Minn Kota up there is perfection. The lean post in relation to the center console is perfect. The cooler, oh! There's a race boat cruising by. I can't tell if that's a 400R or a 500R, but that thing is wicked. Ay, ay, ay. I only have good things to say about this boat, genuinely. It fishes good, it rides good, there's so much room, it's stable as all get out. I don't really have problems with gas. I've been on it so many times I haven't even killed a quarter tank. Big 24 gallon is perfect for this Yamaha 115. Everything is just sweet. It's visually appealing to me as well. That's huge in a Skiff. Everything kind of works together. The black and the white, black, white, black, white, black, white. Mercury motor back there, really bring it home with the black, white. If this tank was black, that'd be sweet too. That'd probably be a worthwhile project. I think I'm gonna put a Simrad Go 9 on it in the next couple of days, maybe. I listed the boat at $15,500. Brother, I have not gotten a single message about it, other than homies chatting about it, which is sweet, always welcomed. But I haven't had a message from anybody wanting to buy the boat. I have it at $15,500, which is crazy because leading up to that, everybody was telling me $15,500 is so cheap for that boat, yada yada. The only other two out there are $28,000 and $19,000. They're a little further up north, so I even thought delete the listing here in Jacksonville and relist it up in North Carolina where these things are made. Still didn't get a single message, but I actually got a message from a few people that lived in North Carolina that just were like, why is the boat listed in North Carolina? And I was like, man, I'm trying something. I'm just trying something. Don't worry about me. But nobody's interested in the boat. I don't know if it's the time of year. Probably. I don't know if I haven't put it in front of enough eyeballs. Somebody is gonna love this boat whenever somebody ends up wanting to pull the trigger on it. But what I was thinking was, I didn't think putting a Simrad Go 9 was going to increase the value from $15,500 to $16,500, because a good Go 9, you know, $600-700. I didn't think I was gonna get that on the back end. I thought the next owner would want to customize this boat however they want. Especially when you put a nice lithium battery under there and an onboard charger. You're sitting at about $1,000 for a Go 9. Route the transducer. But now I'm thinking I might put a Go 9 in it and reduce the price just to make something happen. Even if I break even on the boat, I want somebody else to have the boat and have a good time. I'm ready to move on to the next project. It's such a sweet boat though. Tried and true out here on the water as well. multiple times at the jetties, multiple times on the intercoastal. Today we hopped in the backwaters. But I think I'm gonna put a Go 9 transducer, maybe another electronic or two. I don't want to go too crazy with the electronics. I want to keep it simple because I like it simple. If I end up having to keep this boat until next spring, I want to keep it as simple as possible. But I might flush mount a Go 9 right here in the next couple of days, make it look sweet, and then relist the boat for $12,500 something. I just want to get something out of it, you know? $12,500, I believe. I don't even know if I'd be breaking even at 12.5, but it doesn't always work that way. I had a lot of fun building this boat. I put a lot of money into building the boat. Went a little over budget. I should have had everything written down on a whiteboard along the way. I probably would have made a few different decisions, but I'm happy with the boat. I'm stoked on the boat. Like I said, worst case scenario when you're building boats, if you're doing one at a time, is by the end of the day, if nobody buys the boat, you're just left with a pretty sweet boat. And I mean, I'm not complaining about that. You think we should have a line in the water while we're hanging out right here? I think the current might actually still be a little too crazy, but it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. Man, I ate a pub sub before I came out here. So I still have the other half of the pub sub in the truck. But I just wanted to say, I'm sitting in line, getting my turkey pub sub on whole wheat bread. I get whole wheat bread, I ask them to scoop out the bread from the inside so there's less carbs, whatever. And then I get mayonnaise on both sides. Swiss cheese because it's the lowest sodium cheese. And then I get the turkey, I get a little bit of lettuce, black olives, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes I'll go tomato, pickle, a little bit of ranch on the top. But that was how I got it made today. And the guy next to me was getting a turkey sub made. Let me actually get up close and personal for this one because I'm toasty about it. Guy next to me getting the sub made the same exact way. Whole wheat, sub, scoop the bread out, mayonnaise on both sides, turkey. He literally said a little bit of lettuce, black olives, and that'll be everything. And I looked at the guy next to me, maybe late 40s, early 50s. And I was like, no way, man. That's the exact same way I make my sub. And I was like, it's funny. Last night I was getting cooked by like I was just talking about how I get my sub made, and they were cooking me about black olives. I guess nobody likes black olives these days. So I was like, I was just trying to find some common ground with this random guy, just being nice, you know, small talk. Guy looks at me, let's just say he looks over and has to look up at me. Short dude looks over, looks up, and just kind of goes like, okay, and then goes back to getting his sub made. What? Brother, life's already is crazy enough. It's already stressful. I didn't have to be nice, all right? Let's just say that. I didn't have to be nice. But I looked at him and I just kind of went like, ha, it's crazy. And he didn't even look all the way back at me. He gave me the side eye and was like, all right. Brother, when I tell you, I wanted to rain down elbows on this random guy. Like, dude, don't make me look dumb. I was just trying to be a homie. Well, you don't like it when people talk to you? It wasn't a long, drawn-out conversation about life. I about wanted to switch sides and say, take the black olives off of my sub. Black olives are trash on subs. You little weirdo. So rough, man. Ugh. Those moments that you kind of just get through, you just push through those moments, but then you're sitting in the truck and you're like, should I have slapped that dude a couple times? Just to be like, what's going on? What's your problem? Bop, bop, bop. Stoop down to his level. Bop, bop, down here. Oh. It's been on my mind. It's been aggravating me a little bit, not gonna lie. I wonder if he's thinking about it. No. Dudes like that just walk through life grumpy all the time. I was just trying to be nice, man. Aggravated. Spent a couple minutes yapping out here. Let's see if a crab took our bait. I'm actually shocked that our bait is still right out front. It definitely doesn't feel like we got a shrimp on here. Man, somebody nibbed me. I'm gonna put another chunky piece of shrimp. Shout out to Jack's Beach Bait and Tackle. Can you see that against my black shirt? Compared to the shrimp we have been getting, a behemoth of a shrimp. I almost want to put it on the hibachi. Feels like a shame just feeding it to the crabs. This is good. Like, it looks like clean shrimp meat and everything. Man, I might be flopping. Put these on the grill. A little shrimp kebab, whatever. I guess it wouldn't be a big deal if I end up snagging. Dude, it's such a giant shrimp that I can't. Dude, I messed it up. All that talk. What if I just toss a full shrimp out there? Dude, it's giant. Lately, I've been wishing I had a smaller hook. This one, kind of wish I had a bigger hook. It's crazy. Giant shrimp. Look at that. It's almost a prawn. It looks like a prawn. Dude, I'm tossing it out there. I'm keeping my finger on the trigger because I want a giant jack to grab it. I'll sit right here. I'll sit right here and just think of the dude from Publix and just sit here and be angry. That's what I'll do. Have you seen those videos of casting out into the surf and there's like a GoPro on the line and it shows what's been eating your bait? I always thought it was little fish, little sergeant majors, I don't know, or crabs, small little snapper just nibbing your bait. I was absolutely flabbergasted to see it was snails. I think he was over in PCB casting in the surf, something like that, and snails were stealing his bait. Like, what? Not a hermit crab, not a hermit crab, a snail. I just felt the whack. I just felt a little some. This is the first time ever I've had the opportunity to fish out here and my bait not just get taken with the current. This is actually really nice. If I still have bait, I'll be shocked. It feels like I do not, which doesn't make sense because, oh, see, dude, I got a little bit. Dude, this is how big the shrimp have been that I've been getting lately. Just that. And that's just the tail quarter of the shrimp that we're using here. Yeah, it's gone. I actually know a better spot. A little further down, there's a legit ledge right off the shoreline. Let's go check that out. Cruising right through the bridge over here. There's a little island a little further down with an actual ledge drop off right off the shoreline. We're gonna cast that for a little bit, I suppose. This storm in front of us, I haven't seen any lightning yet, but Lawson Lindsay's last video where he was being attacked by lightning, I'll pass on that. Tell you that much. I went through here on a Ginu one time, and it was just like this, just like this. Boy, I tilted that motor up about so high out of the water. Tip of that Ginu was like this, like bouncing on the wakes going through this little passage right here. It gets pretty rocky in there. You don't expect it either. Oh, saw a little mullet run, like, you know, that mullet wave of all the mullet jumping out of the water? Might chase it. This is not the spot that I was referring to, but the way those mullet were jumping, I can't resist. There we go. I'm about to hop on them. If they're back here, come out wherever you are. Brother, they were jumping out of the water. Be cool to get off on a tarpon or something, huh? Put a shrimp in the water back here in this corner. Let it sit for a second. Toss the swim bait around, whatever. Back here, there's a hole. I mean, it seems like a pretty good spot to drop a shrimp if you don't get snagged. Yeah, that seems about right. Ooh, we have some rain coming at us. Oh no. That is a huge wall of rain coming right at us. Blue skies over to the right. I'm gonna try and beat this back to the ramp though. I'm not complaining. It felt like we were about to get off on a bite back there. My last cast had a nibble, but I'd rather not have to battle this rain. So before it gets too crazy, just start punching it back. At least be close to the ramp. Looks like they're ducking the rain too. There's another wall of rain up ahead of us as well. Looks like we might get wet either way. Whatever. I stopped at the sandbar to take a thumbnail. I've also always wanted to do this where I like kind of just use the trolling motor to cruise around and pull back up to us. At this point, it's just a big remote control boat. A lot of people do this at the boat ramp and just come up flexing. This would be the absolute worst time to lose signal. I'm spooked about it. I don't even know why I'm spooked about it. I could probably swim there super fast. This thing is sweet, man. Looks like we have some sunshine coming back out. That rain down there went off the coast. And then this rain up here, there's still a wall of rain up there. We might be hanging out here a little longer than I thought. Come here. Come here, girl. Come on over. Big RC boat. Ooh. Earlier on Facebook Marketplace, there was a 112 Terova for sale for 750 OBO. I don't even think it was his motor. I don't know what the story was, but he said he didn't even know if it works or not. He just knows that it turns on. because he had some jumper cables hooked up to it and the power light was on. I just don't think he knew what he had. It was that random gold mine of a Facebook Marketplace post because it had self-deploy. He didn't even know. It was just listed as a 112 Tarova, and the description was, I don't know much about it. I don't even know if it works or not. I just know that it turns on because he hooked up jumper cables, and I messaged him about it. I was like, I have cash right now. I maybe messaged him within 30 minutes of him posting. He read it, didn't respond. I messaged again an hour later. He read it, didn't respond. I'm just telling him, I can be there in 20 minutes. You live near me. I have cash in hand. I won't even haggle you. Just thinking I was about to get this self-deploy trolling motor. But he just kept reading my message and not responding, which was a bummer. Look what just passed. Sweet skiff out here too. Flats boat, skiff. Probably turn her around. Look at those swells. But anywho, I was trying. He didn't message me back at all. He just kept reading my messages and not responding, and then listed it as sold. And I was like, all right. I just sent an emoji and he was like, sorry, it's sold. I was like, brother, I've been messaging you for 11 hours. Whatever. Whoa, the current started to take the old girl. Just trying to have her in a good position for these swells coming our way. I think we missed them for the most part, the giant portion of the swells, but just trying to be safe. I don't want to get caught in a pickle. We dodged them pretty good. I reference this as the perfect skiff because it's the perfect skiff for me. As you can see, I've been having fun out here, not taking anything too seriously, cruising around, spot to spot, pull up to the sandbar, pull up to the backwaters, go fish here, go fish there, whatever, dude. It's also a giant skiff, so I don't have to worry about much. I can be a big contender out here with the big boats, whatever. I don't have to worry about getting swamped but also just, I have it perfectly set up to my liking. To be able to just cruise somewhere, tilt that motor up in the back, walk up to the front, drop the trolling motor and just start fishing. I guess your perfect skiff would be different depending on what you want and how you like to fish and cruise. But for me, that's all it is. I just don't want to think about much. I just want to walk up there, drop the trolling motor, turn it on, turn spot lock on, be locked into place, fish. Not have to think about a motor cranking or not. Just come back here, tilt the motor back down, crank it up, put it in gear, get out of there, go to the next spot. I've had so many boats in my day that have motor issues, or I have to be somewhat finicky with the trolling motor to get it to work right, or spot lock didn't work right, or the motor needed a little help to crank. You got to put it in gear or give it a little gas, whatever. This boat is perfect. There's nothing wrong with this boat. It can only go up from here. A Simrad Go 9 will really take it to the next level. So I'm pretty sure that's what's next on the radar, no pun intended. But this has a Simrad. Put some nav lights on it, maybe put some tunes on board, maybe 2 speakers on either side of the center console, just so we can keep everything central as far as the battery straight to the center console. I don't want to have to run lines anywhere. Your boy's tired, man. I love this boat. I'm ready to move on to the next project. For me and my liking, like I said, it's finished, it's perfect, but I think we have to do just a little bit more to get it sold. So Simrad Go 9 tomorrow, the next day, I'm not sure. It's gonna bum me out having to cut into this pretty fiberglass, but do what we got to do to get her on the market looking appealing to the masses. I did have one guy say that he would be interested if it had a Simrad Go 9, and I was like, all right, I'm sold, brother, I'm in. A little rainbow on the horizon. That's a low bow. I've never seen a low bow. They're big arches usually. That's a low one right there. The things you see, the things you notice when you just stop and look around. Fun day on the water though, nothing too serious, just a Friday afternoon, cruising around, putting this big old boat on plane, big old bathtub, cruising on the ICW. That's probably gonna do it though. I'm gonna cruise back into the boat ramp. Oh dude, I actually forgot that we caught a fish also. Little cat. I still see the slime up there. Little catfish slime. All right, you guys watch the back. Watch the torque on this motor. Just the throttle. All right, can you see? Immediately on plane. This thing's a beauty. Just made it back to the no wake zone. That was an absolute beauty of a cruise back to the boat ramp. This thing is a unit. It's a lot faster than I thought. This is the first day that we could actually push it to the limits. Every other time we've been on this boat, it's just been so rough. But we actually could full throttle this joint. I let those people kind of get ahead of me, and then I put the ponies down to see what this thing could do, see if we could catch up. Brother, we caught up. Started getting real squirrely. That's how fast it was getting. All I wanted to say is there was not much substance in this video today, but it's one of those videos that if my younger self could watch this video, like, he just would have thought this was so cool. You know what I mean? He would have thought I was probably the richest man in the world. Beautiful wife back home, beautiful baby. Just hanging out on a Friday afternoon, going from spot to spot on a sweet boat. Younger me would be stoked. So sometimes I just want to slow down and remember that. Get caught up in the motions of what's next these days, and sometimes you just get so caught up that you take what you have for granted. So I'm just taking a moment, cruising back in, slowing it down a little bit, just thinking about things like that. And yeah, younger me would be proud, but also younger me would just be stoked. He'd be like, what are you doing? No shot, you're just out there living it up. Anywho, I appreciate you guys for tagging along. That's what this is all about as well. Just making memories with the homies. Something to leave behind when we kick the old bucket one day. Who knows, man? Whatever, good memories. Appreciate you guys for tagging along. Love you guys real bad. I'm looking forward to talking in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I actually have 1% battery right now, and I still have to film my outro, my second outro for the real homies, the legends that stick around to this point of the video. And I have 1%, and I just feel like it's a universal nod of saying you have 1% before your battery dies. You have a very short time to tell people something valuable, maybe, to anybody who's listening. So if you're seeing this, it was supposed to happen. And I suppose take this from somebody who has a rare terminal illness, and literally every day above ground is precious. Things can get weird really fast. Life can just flip upside down really, really fast. So just slow down. Don't take life too seriously. Enjoy your loved ones. Enjoy the silly goose times more than any other times. Seriously, when those times start to fire up, soak in it. With your girl, your kids, whatever. Don't try and rush out of the silly goose times. That's what it's all about. Take it from somebody. All right, this is real stuff. Somebody who knows how much time we have left. Hopefully a lot. But yeah, 1% battery. Let me check to see if the. Oh yeah, we're still good. We made it. Little buzzer beater. All right. Appreciate you guys. Have a silly goose time this weekend. That's all I can say. If you, yeah. All right, I'm done yapping. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Second buzzer beater would be, if you're gonna put cup holders on your boat, make sure you get a cup holder designed for the biggest drink that you bring on board. Mine just happens to be a Powerade Zero, like a glove. There you go. Peace.